We humans get caught second-guessing animals' ability to think logically again and again. But as they continue to unveil the tricks they have up their sleeves, we're left flabbergasted. Just what exactly are animals capable of? More than we give them credit for, that's for sure. From a monkey walking a dog to birds using bait to fish, here are 15 moments of animal genius caught on camera. Organized theft. Animals gotta eat, and when it comes to survival, they gotta do what's necessary to feed themselves, even pulling a sneaky move such as this. A cat is seen in the parking lot eating a small portion of food. The cat sees the birds who have eyes on his snack. One bird gives the cat a small peck in the back and successfully gets the cat's attention. While the cat is distracted, its ally sneaks in front and steals the cat's food. Once the cat turns around, it's too late. It all happened right under his nose. Operation complete. Fake out. When danger is afoot, animals need to pull out all the stops to live another day, even if it means acting like they're already done for. Watch as a cat approaches a mouse. The mouse, sensing it's in danger, decides to play dead in the middle of the floor. The cat seems to be buying it, but the mouse isn't 100% sure if it's safe or not, so it takes a quick peek. Once the coast is clear, he drops the act. This lizard had the same exact idea, but funny enough, he chose to play dead while he was already under attack by a snake. Surprisingly, the snake was actually fooled by the lizard's sudden death. And like the mouse, he also checks to see if the coast is clear before taking off. While the lizard and the mouse used their acting skills to escape harm's way, a horse chose to use this method to escape work. Each and every time someone attempted to ride the horse, he would play dead to get out of having to carry someone around. The people at the ranch weren't fooled as easily, but whether they were fooled or not, this horse found a useful way to call in sick to work. Memory test. Some of us are masters of some memory games we've grown to love, and when we exceed, we feel like we can take on any challenge with ease. Well, check out this memory game in which you have a mere second to record the order of 9 numbers. The holders of this experiment couldn't manage to find a single person to complete one round. But once a group of chimpanzees were put to the test, it wasn't even remotely a challenge. As the numbers flash on the screen, the chimps immediately knew the order of the numbers instantaneously. Seeing how easy it was, they decided to bump up the difficulty a bit, but the chimps didn't even break a sweat. Cats like showing off their memory skills too, apparently. Here's an owner who's playing the cup game with his cat. The funny part about this is the cat isn't paying attention half the time, but still manages to pinpoint the ball's location each and every time flawlessly. Gone fishing. Guess this bird has been taking notes from the local fishermen, because here we have a bird placing a small piece of food out in the water to gain the attention of a fish. Not catching any attention right away, he attempts multiple tries before finally catching the eye of a fish. The fish, thinking it was going to get a snack, turned out to be a snack, as the bird snatched the fish before it could even eat. I guess it really learned the ropes hanging out by the docks all the time. Vending machine. We all love the convenience of a vending machine during the day when you want a snack but nothing seems to be around. While that's convenient enough, one monkey owner actually let his monkey take care of the purchase for him. The monkey takes the coins, heads over to the machine, and chooses a drink to his liking. Seems the owner thought he was going to be the one to get the drink, but the monkey had a different train of thought. Finders keepers. Goldfish soccer. Who said you need legs to play soccer? A resident of China started transforming his fish tank into a soccer stadium and started teaching his fish the way of the sport. About 5 months later, the fish are natural-born competitors. The methods used to teach the fish were never actually revealed, but it looks like they were having fun if you ask me. Nap time. This puppy has no issues making himself comfortable at home. While his owner is away, he does himself a favor and makes the bed a little more comfortable. Meanwhile, he turns the fan on for himself and even sets the tone by turning the lights off. What a way to relax. Carjacked. It's safe to say that humans are probably the only species that should be left behind the wheel. But a certain Labrador from Florida wanted to debate the accuracy of that claim. While a man was driving in an area he wasn't too familiar with, he stopped at a cul-de-sac to ask for directions. While he's out of his car with the engine running, his dog Max wanted to take his car for a spin. He hops in the front seat, hitting the reverse gear. Once this happens, the car spins repeatedly in reverse circles. The door closed once this happened, and unfortunately happened to be locked. While Max was taking his owner's car out for a test drive, his owner had to resort to calling the police. Max finally failed to prove worthy of driving by crashing into a mailbox. After numerous methods, the police were able to get into the car, and luckily, Max was unharmed. While this isn't a car, this orangutan had similar motives by stealing a canoe, heading over to the canoe and unlatching it completely from the dock. Looks like it's time for a cruise. Any objections? Doesn't look like it. While this orangutan probably doesn't have any business taking this canoe in the first place, it was a bit of a smoother trip than the last. Honey badger breakout. Let's face it, some animals just don't like being kept in enclosed areas. Once they've seen just about every nook and cranny of their pens, some animals want to venture in other places. Meet Stoffel, the uncontainable honey badger. While being raised by humans with a few other honey badgers, Stoffel was always known to be somewhat of a troublemaker as a result of his mischievous actions. His owners decided to place him into a small camp enclosure outside. While he stayed put a little while, it didn't really last long. Within a short while, Stoffel was already devising how to escape. While we know honey badgers to be insanely brave, they are also insanely clever. Stoffel first escaped by climbing on his sister's back to reach the gate. His owner knew that Stoffel would be able to reach the gate, so he tied some metal around the lock on the gate. He thought he was doing a lot, but that wasn't enough to stop Stoffel. Stoffel untangled the metal and unlocked the gate with ease, allowing him and his sister to escape. His breakout was short-lived as his owners found him and brought him back, and had no choice but to create a stone four-wall pen for Stoffel, thinking he could rest easy. But he was in for a rude awakening. Stoffel was more than up for the challenge and came up with ways to escape his cell with ease. From digging underneath the walls to climbing trees and even using platforms such as a pile of rocks, branches, and anything else he can find. His owner was left astonished and clueless on what he could do to keep his pet badger at bay. Monkey walking a dog. Tired of walking your dog every day? Too bad you don't have it easy like this man. The owner of Pankin the monkey and James the dog head out for a walk every day. Pankin holds the leash as he heads through many different areas of the city, leading James safely to their destination. Okay, I know we just said safely, but sometimes Pankin takes a few risky routes. In this clip, Pankin is seen taking James across stepping stones in the water. While Pankin made it seem like a breeze, James is a bit scared for his life, as you can see. But the monkey finally encourages him to jump across the stone water, where they then take a pit stop at the store. Pankin attaches James's leash on a pole before a little shopping trip, and then they continue their journey through the rest of the city. Guess this owner is saving a big buck on a dog walker. Homemade hammock. Sometimes you just need to take a load off. But who wants to do that in the rough surfaces of a cage? In this video, a monkey uses a shirt to tie across two poles to make a nice hammock for itself to rest in. He gives it a quick test, and it isn't fully to his liking, so he takes it down and gives it a redo. Just perfect. Wake me up when it's time for dinner. Elephant Picasso. Humans are known for creating art worth putting on display, some even selling for a fortune. But if you thought humans were the only ones capable, Ruby and Suda the elephants would like to have a word with you. Or a trumpeting. Or maybe she won't say anything and let her art do all the talking for her. When you think of an animal doing artwork, we most likely think of the animal just mindlessly putting paint on the paper. But check out the skills of both these elephants, painting excellent pictures of many objects without even having fingers. Ruby resided in Phoenix, Arizona, while Suda lived in Thailand. But their location truly didn't make a difference when it came to their art skills, because both of these elephants have artwork that's worth remembering. Which clip of animal genius was your favorite? Be sure to let us know down below, and we'll catch you in the next one.